What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 11 of the On Deck Sports Podcast. I am your host, James Torillo, and I am here with Dylan Lawyer and Cody Pearson. Dylan's repping his Eagles today. No Nick today, unfortunately.
Well, we're talking about the Super Bowl, so the Cowboys fan's not going to show up.
Obviously.
That's disrespectful.
Should have been here.
Yeah, so Dylan, your Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Cody, rough weekend for you.
Man.
Rough weekend for me too, only because we were a touchdown away from playing last weekend, and I really do still think that if we beat you guys, we score on that last drive, we're
beating the Commies?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If we were able to beat you guys,
They beat the Lions.
Yeah, but they did not look great.
you beat them, and if we beat you,
Yeah, but you went 0-2.
I'm saying if we beat you.
I think.
It's not like it's ridiculous to say.
No,
we
it's not
could've beat you.
ridiculous at all. But
And they
I
didn't.
don't know.
The Commies didn't look great.
No, they didn't.
They.
But
No.
it's against a better defense
some would've
and a
called that
better
game.
offense.
Yeah, but the Rams defense was hot going in the playoffs. They
Yeah.
had 16 sacks in 2 games.
Yeah.
That's a Super Bowl era
Good.
record, and they only played 2 games. It's not like
Yeah,
they
that's
made it all the
crazy.
way to the Super Bowl and broke the record. 16 sacks in 2 games is nuts.
This guy will find a way to hype up the Rams at any time.
What do you want me to say? We suck. We were supposed to be. Nobody
I thought you were going to be a lot worse.
thought we were going to be that good, and we were a touchdown away from going.
You
to the
can't
NFC
be mad
Championship.
at your season, for sure.
Yeah, we were a touchdown away from hosting the NFC Championship.
I don't know. I think Cody had a little worse this weekend.
I'm not saying I
just
had it
saying.
worse than Cody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it was hard to watch those games knowing that
You
it
could have
very
been
well could have been
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
team watching and going to the Super Bowl.
What could have been? Could have been.
What could have been? It could have been Lions, Bills. It could have been. Well, I don't want to say it could have been Redskins, Bills because the Redskins weren't close.
Yeah,
to winning
they
that
killed.
game. But
I mean, they looked good. If they played
They
like
were a
they did
game
against
away.
the Lions, then
Yeah.
they had a lot better chance. But they didn't play like
The
that.
Lions really killed themselves, I think. They really did not
yeah,
play good.
Jared Goff had like
3
3
picks.
interceptions.
Jared Goff was really bad. Probably the second worst
Jameson Williams
game of the year.
Jameson Williams had an interception.
Yeah, he
that
threw a
throw
pick
was really
too.
bad. That throw was really bad.
that's how the Lions play. They have those odd plays they throw in their playbook, but
a
You
risk.
live and die by the trick
Yeah.
play. You
when
live and
you're
die.
trailing in a playoff game with your season on the line, you have your wide
mean-
receiver throw a deep ball.
Like
I don't know.
I wouldn't make that play call, but for them, I understand it. Nobody's gonna be expecting. I guess from the Lions, you're expecting that, but
That's what I'm saying.
anybody else doing that, you're not like expecting it to.
I
come.
don't love the play call.
I definitely don't love the
it
play
at
call.
all.
I mean, it's
Obviously, it's easy to say
it's
that we don't
easier
love it because it ended
because
in a
they
pick.
threw a pick.
Like if it was a
Yeah.
touchdown, we would have been like, "Oh, greatest play call ever."
like-
yeah,
But
yeah, it's tough to say. And
Like-
their defense also gave up 45,
a lot of that was off of turnovers, yes.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
but their defense wasn't great.
yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Wasn't
they're
there-
just so injured. Like next,
Right.
Yeah, they were injured.
next
yeah.
year
Right.
they have to go into it healthy
Yeah,
if
for
they want a
sure.
shot.
There's a lot to talk about for next NFL season, just with, are the Lions going to be back? There's other teams that young
be
and
worse.
upcoming teams. There's teams that
think for
It's gonna be a lot worse. They
It's-
lost their coaches.
well, they can't really get better.
Yeah,
They were
losing
15
both.
Yeah.
They're 15
Coordinators?
2.
And that Jared Goff contract is gonna kill them.
Yeah.
Within the next 2 years.
I don't think it'll kill them, but I mean, it's not like Goff's the one holding them back. He had a bad game in the playoffs, but I mean, he led that team to be 15.
He had a good regular season, yeah.
Yeah, very good regular season. He's a top 10 quarterback in the league. I mean,
We'll have to see how well the new coordinators do. Also,
yeah,
It's gonna
that's
be a
true.
different Lions team. We'll see. I'm sure they'll still be good. I'm sure they'll
Go
win the
for it on every
division
front.
next year.
It's gonna be close between.
Packers.
depends on how well JJ McCarthy plays. I feel.
If the Vikings get Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson with that defense, throwing at Jay Jettas.
I know Sam Darnold had a good year, so I don't want to
I think
talk down on him and say like, oh, it's just Sam Darnold. But
Yeah,
if Sam Darnold can lead them to 14-3,
I'm sure.
I think JJ McCarthy could.
So can JJ.
Mm,
I know you're not high on.
only because
JJ, but-
he never played. Like Sam Darnold at least had experience. He was on 2 different teams. JJ's never played an
He
NFL
was looking
snap.
good before the injury. We'll just have to see how he is
Yeah,
after.
I
the
just-
injury.
I
And
can't-
during that preseason, he looked solid.
I can't
Well, I mean,
see
it's
him having
preseason,
a
so-
better season than Sam Darnold did.
I just hope the injury doesn't kill him too much
Yeah.
because we see that so much in all sports where young guys will have an injury, like, Derrick Rose is one of the first ones that comes to mind. And I'm not comparing J.J. McCarthy's injury to that. I'm just saying, like, I don't want it to be one of those situations where
Just
an
ruins his career.
injury
Yeah.
ruins his career. It happened with, you know what? I was writing a thing in English class yesterday. We had to pick 3 pictures and write about them, and one of them was me Christmas morning 2010. I got a Sam Bradford jersey, and there's a picture of me wearing it, and you had to like write about it. So part of the thing I wrote about was that injuries kind of ruined his career, which is true, and it sucks that it happens, but it does happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't happen to J.J. McCarthy, which I don't think it will. He's had a full year to recover.
I think he'll be fine.
I think he'll be fine, and I think I could see the Vikings getting a little worse only because I think their schedule is going to be harder. They still have to play the Packers twice. They have to play the Lions twice. The
Bears are going to be better. They're not going to be.
But how
They're not
long are
going to
we
win the
gonna say
division.
that?
They're gonna
They're going to be
saying that,
better.
I can see them being a
I
little
think
better.
better only because they really can't get worse.
I like
they
Caleb
can't get-
Williams.
I like Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
They'll probably draft a better O line. They have to draft. a
They
better
should.
O.
I
They
mean,
need
fine.
to.
last
Yeah.
year
They
in
need
the
to
first
badly.
round, they drafted a wide receiver 3 instead of an offensive
think-
lineman.
I think Ben Johnson can maybe
He'll help.
he'll
He'll help.
maybe lead him pretty
Like
well.
I said, they really can't get that much worse. They won
Wow.
5 games.
Yeah.
So if they find a way to get worse, then there's bigger problems in
Well,
Chicago.
Then they're just the Bears.
Then that's
Yeah.
a Caleb
The
Williams
Bears.
problem. I
The
think.
Bears.
Duval. Yeah, did you see that video of their new coach? What's his name?
Duval. I don't even know.
He's like, Duval.
Cornball.
Where's Doug Peterson now? He doesn't have a job, right?
Yeah.
He's
free
out of
agent.
nowhere.
Yeah.
And the Bears coach.
Oh, Bears.
Where is he now?
The Matt Eberflus?
Yeah,
I don't
didn't
think
get hired.
anybody
No
wants
way.
to
No
hire
way he
him.
gets to hire.
Yeah.
I think Doug Peterson will probably get hired.
I think the
before
only
him.
place
agree.
with an opening still is the Saints. I think. Wait, have the Raiders hired somebody yet?
Raiders got Pete Carroll.
That's right. They did. They
That's
got
sick.
Pete Carroll.
I love that he's employed again.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know if you got beef with him or not, but I like Pete Carroll a lot.
I hated Pete Carroll only because I hated that old Seahawks team.
They were good.
Yeah.
They were good, and I hated them. They were like, they had that same vibe that like the Padres have now,
Yeah.
where they're just
Dickheads.
Yes,
That's
yes,
it. That's
they're
it.
just a bunch of
Yeah,
punks,
yeah.
and that I can't stand.
I love that.
And it didn't help that the Rams were really bad at the time, and we were like rebuilding.
Yeah.
And we would always play them tough, but it was pretty much at least one loss a year to them, which always sucked. But we
Yeah.
always played them tough, and we would typically sometimes beat them in St. Louis. But yeah, that was a very hateable team for me, especially because they were in our division. They won the Super Bowl. They almost won it back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your least favorite sport teams of all time? I know, like, you can just say the teams like, oh,
I
the
got mine.
Cowboys, but like the years specifically. Like for me, the 13-14 Seahawks are one of them.
Probably last year's Philly team. 2 years ago, Philly team.
Yeah.
Phillies.
Okay. I would go
2017 Cowboys. I hated them.
really.
Like
Wait, was that the
2016,
year they
Like Zeke's rookie year when Dak was still young. They were getting so hyped
Yeah,
up.
they were
I
like
hated
10
that
and
team.
1.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
I
fair.
hate that team.
I would say the Penguins teams that won back-to-back cups. The Niners
What
team
year-
that was
what
in the
years
Super
were
Bowl,
that? I'm a
16 and
casual.
17. Yeah, they won back-to-back. They beat the Predators and Sharks. So
Oh, the Sharks were there and now they suck.
yeah, the Sharks are very bad, but they have a bright future. They have Will Smith, Calabrini, 2 of the top prospects in hockey. So they'll be good in a few years. They'll make some good playoff runs, but for now they're in a rebuilding phase. But another team that I hated last year's 49ers. That was like, I was basically a Chiefs fan that night.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
I hated that team. And the Niners are one of my least favorite teams just overall, like in sports. But that specific team with Debo, Trent Williams, they're coming out with a boom box and they're jumping up and down.
I hated
And
that.
oh, I hated that. I absolutely hated
I
that.
did not like that team at all.
Any Rangers team.
Every Chiefs team ever.
You only,
He has a right to say that, bro.
but
The past 5 years, Chiefs.
it's only 'cause they beat them. Like,
Yeah, and that
Constantly.
sucks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right,
we could
I
have made
guess
it to
so.
like 4 Super Bowls.
I would hate a team.
Yeah.
Well, you saw what happened last time. You made it to 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, exactly. 4 years in a row. We lost the
Dude, that's
Chiefs
crazy.
4 times. We lost the Super Bowl 4 times.
Cursed. Will the
That's
will
not
the
going
Bills
well.
make the Super Bowl next year? Let's do next year's Super Bowl predictions.
Okay.
next year, I don't even know. It's so hard to predict.
That is
how-
hard. That's tough.
Like, I have no.
Because you don't
clue.
know like who's gonna
Who's gonna
sign
be
free
good-
agents and shit.
Yeah, who's gonna sign? And
coaches.
I feel like the AFC, you know who's gonna be good, but NFC feels more unpredictable
Yeah.
for me.
I'll stick to my roots on one side, Rams from the NFC, and then I'll stick to
0 for 1.
you. All right, chill.
I mean, you gotta go. You can't not.
And then for the AFC, I'll stick to the team that's been in it almost every year.
With the
the
Chiefs again. That makes sense.
Chiefs Rams. That's what I
What
actually
if
predicted at
Travis
the beginning of this year.
Kelsey retires though.
And
If they
No.
win this year, I think Travis Kelsey's gonna retire. I think.
You
I
think
could
so?
see that. I could
think
see
so.
that.
retire, propose to Taylor
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah. You think they're gonna be together for that long? Like propose and like die still being married?
I don't know about Die still being married, but I think you might.
I think that's
Propose.
gonna be short lived.
It's been
I
pretty
mean,
long so
yeah,
far.
it
It
no?
has
has been
really-
pretty long so far. I think they got another maybe year or two in them, but
Look
that's
what
all
the
I
media's
see.
done to us. We're talking about Taylor Swift right now on a
Okay.
sports podcast.
I got Bills obviously. NFC.
Cody, watch out, Patrick Mahomes.
He just pissed his pants.
I'm gonna kill you. If I
I'm
see
so
Patrick
sorry.
Mahomes, it's on
so
site.
sorry.
He's not making it out of
Hey,
this
you
room
you
if
were
I
for the
see
Eagles
him.
this year?
Yeah, yeah, I am.
Let's go.
How can
Let's
you?
Okay, don't say how can you because the
You very
Chiefs
well
just
know
killed
how
him.
I could.
And the Eagles are an NFC team that he doesn't even have anything to do with.
I really have nothing against the Eagles.
I
Like
guess. Yeah.
they beat us in overtime, but then they
But that was a
went
regular season game.
regular season game, and they went on to lose like 10 games
Okay.
in a row.
Why'd
after
you have to
that.
mention that? It didn't even
'Cause
like
I have to.
didn't
No.
even take a part in the story. Like you didn't even have to say that. I got Ravens Eagles next year. Ravens.
I can't
You
pick
think they're
Lamar
gonna
to go
get
to the
Tyreek
Super
Hill?
Bowl until I
I-
see him do it.
I think they're gonna make big moves. I think they're sick of
I-
losing to the Chiefs or the Bills.
I think if they do get Tyreek Hill and they
It'd be
don't
dangerous.
go to the Super Bowl, they're cooked. They're
that'd
never
be
making
bad,
it.
yeah.
If they get Tyreek Hill and they don't make the Super Bowl, they're done for. They gotta blow it up.
Is Amari Cooper coming back to the Bills?
I don't think so. I think he's gonna.
So what are
go
the
somewhere
Bills are
else.
gonna draft a wide receiver? Trade for a wide receiver?
Probably pick somebody up in free agency.
I can see it.
Cody, who did you say that would
NFC.
go to the Super Bowl with the Bills next year?
I don't even know. Let me think. NFC. Give me the Commanders.
No.
I can
No,
see
that's
them
not gonna
being good again. Look, they were 12-5 this
They're
year.
gonna be good again, but they're not going to the
12-5 with a
bowl. They'll
with
come
a-
in second in
with
the
a rookie?
NFC.
Okay,
and
they were
then-
second this year, and they were a win away from going to the Super Bowl. Why can't they do it next
They
year?
could.
They're not
They
going to do
could,
it.
I'm
next
They
year.
could.
They're not.
because you
But they're not. Their team's getting
don't
old.
know.
Only their quarterback is young. Other than
Yeah,
that, they have
only
an
their
old ass
quarterback's
team.
young.
Bobby Wagner's going after this year. Zach Ertz might go. They're done. They're done. I'm not worried about them. They had their relevancy.
see.
They had their
We'll
relevancy.
see.
They're done.
What team worries you the most in that division, though? The Redskins, right?
I mean, it's gotta be them. You're not worried about the Cowboys now with Schottenheimer.
Come on, it has to be.
It's the Commanders unless Jerry Jones leaves. Then it'll be the Cowboys. But for now, yes, it's the Commanders.
Yeah, with Brian Schottenheimer.
It has
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah.
Yeah.
As long as Jerry Jones is still running that Cowboys team, it's Washington. Yes.
I don't think it's ridiculous to say Washington to the Super Bowl.
It's not ridiculous because obviously they were a game away, but I just don't see them making it this far again.
I would lean more towards them not making it, but it's not ridiculous to say Washington can be in the Super Bowl next year. And if
Yeah.
they weren't in the same division as another Super Bowl contender, then like if they were in like that NFC South.
Yeah, yeah. If
I
they
thought you
were
were
in
gonna
the
say
South.
West, but
Okay, the West is fine. All right.
Yeah.
We have Seahawks were still 10-7. That's not bad. They're
not bad.
okay.
Yeah.
Rams are going to be good, and if the Niners can get healthy, they might be good.
Is Matthew Stafford gonna come back? You might be cooked, buddy.
If Stafford, here's what I think is going to happen with that. I think Matt
You might
Stafford,
be a 3-win team if Stafford leaves.
All right,
Dang.
chill.
If Stafford and Cup leave,
If Stafford leaves, Cup is going. Yes.
yeah, then
No,
Yes.
you
all right.
could be pretty bad.
That's gonna be a shitty ass team.
I think
Don't
there's
get me wrong.
more of a chance. We're definitely heading in the right direction. Our defense is getting much better. Yes.
You're going to be a good
on
defensive team,
defense,
but
you're
you're
heading in the right direction. On
but your
offense, you're
offense
heading
is
in the
gonna be
complete wrong direction.
just Puka. Your offense is going to
Yeah.
be just Puka.
What if we draft a
Kyron
quarterback
fumbling
and
the
he's
ball.
like pretty solid? What
If he's
like,
pretty solid, yeah.
You're gonna have
with
to-
just Puka.
Where would
Yeah.
you rank?
Mr. Fumble's gonna be in the
where would-
backfield.
all right. Only I can say that about Kyron, not you. Where would you rank Stafford amongst quarterbacks right now? Top 5, top 10, top 15?
Top 15.
Really?
He's so out of his prime. He's still very good. He's still very good, but he's so out of his prime.
Okay, so if we draft a top 15 quarterback, what's making us that much worse?
Cup leaving.
Yeah, if Cup leaves also, then you.
Not that he had 1,000
will
yards
be-
within the past like 3 years, but
We could be worse. We will be worse if we trade Cup.
Stafford
it just all
leaves.
depends if.
you will be.
I'm more worried about Cup leaving than Stafford. Not only because he's my favorite player, just because I think there's a higher chance he leaves.
I
And not
agree
because
with
he
that.
wants to, not
But-
because he wants to, just because if they keep using him how they're using him, they might see him as a good way to make the team younger by trading him for picks or a younger receiver.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's the right move at all, but
Yeah, but if Stafford leaves, it'll be way worse for the Rams. I know Cup's your favorite player, but it's the QB.
I mean, but
It-
Stafford, is going to have like one more year at most. Cup can play multiple more years in the NFL and still be elite.
Still be
It's just-
800 yards.
He just needs to get the ball. Like they don't, like they're drawing up plays for like Demarcus Robinson over him. I don't get it.
Demarcus Robinson had a nice catch against the Eagles.
Yes, he did.
He did over
He did.
Isaiah Rodgers.
Yes, he did.
Mac
It was almost
Hollins
a pick.
went
It was
off
pissed.
against
Yeah, it was
the
almost a
Chiefs.
pick. Mac Hollins did have a good game.
He did.
I didn't want to see Mac Hollins against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I was actually like a little intimidated by that.
He was low key.
was.
He was making some tough
Yeah,
catches.
and he was talking ish too.
He always be
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, he
ish.
does, he does.
Always.
Always. But if the Rams, let's say they keep Stafford for one more year, either way, I think we need to draft a quarterback this year.
Yeah, I agree.
I would love to get Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
Maybe a year behind Stafford, he'd be good.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah,
I
that's what I'm saying.
hate
Yeah, I can see
Jackson
So
that.
Dart.
Jordan Love, Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers kind of thing.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I would love to see that, and then Jackson Dart takes over when Stafford
I
retires.
can see it.
I just don't want to see Stafford in another uniform, which I'm sure we won't. But
I don't want to be Stafford. Well, I think we talked about this last podcast, but I don't want to see him be ass. Like I'm saying, he's out of his prime, but he's not ass.
Yeah, he's
No,
definitely
not
And
not
if
at
he
all.
plays for like 2 more years, I think he'll be ass.
I think Stafford's still a great quarterback. I just think he has. I mean, there was something going on at the end of the season. You could tell because our offense was just not putting up numbers like in our last few regular season games. We were winning games 13-9 against the Cardinals, 19-9 against the Jets. We won 12-6 against the Niners on Thursday
Had a
Night
lot of
Football.
ugly games.
There were just 3 weeks in a row where we just did not put up offensive numbers going into the playoffs. And I remember like my dad and I were talking about it. Like he said, there's got to be something wrong with like Stafford's arm or something because he's a little off on every throw. They're not throwing the deep ball as much. Something's going on. And then after the Eagles game, it came out that he
Broken ribs, right?
had broken ribs since week 15.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy, a 36-year-old quarterback playing with broken ribs, and we were a touchdown away still from going to the
Yeah.
NFC Championship.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So Stafford has my respect. I love Stafford, and I really, it's going to be a shame to see him go when the time comes. But I mean, I still think he's a great quarterback. Broken ribs and still almost knocked off two teams that were 14-3 in the playoffs.
Didn't
Would have been something.
Bo Nix have something like that going on? Like he had like bruised ribs or something?
he?
I don't know. I thought I had heard that.
I know
Maybe
Jaden
was-
Daniels did earlier in the season,
Yeah, Jaden did. I remember
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
that game where he got hurt.
and he had like the tape around his ribs or something
And,
for a little bit.
Right.
Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter sucks.
He won that game.
All
What
right.
happened to him?
Yeah, what team is he on right now? I don't even know.
Desmond Ritter, I thought was
Oh, he was.
A Raider?
I don't know.
dude. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Who's the Commander's backup? Not Desmond Ritter.
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. That's
Yeah.
who it was.
Yeah.
Same person basically.
Will Saquon have 100 yards in the Super Bowl? He's 3 for 3 in the postseason. Chiefs
100
haven't
yards.
Chiefs haven't allowed 100 yards in their last 18 playoff games to a running back.
Yeah, they have a good D line.
Saquon's 3 for 3 this year. It's a good D line. It's a good O line.
It's a good O line.
So it's going to be a good battle.
I feel like if you guys are gonna win, he has to.
I agree. Yeah. If
So-
we win, Saquon's going to go over 100.
He has to.
I think you have to say yes
Yeah.
to
You can't
over
say no.
100 yards. It would be with the run he's on right now. It would be very hard to bet against him.
Last 18 playoff games. That's going back a long way that the Chiefs haven't let that up.
Yeah, but they haven't played Saquon Barkley in those games.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And James Cook, I think, just had like 80.
Yeah,
Was
James
it's
Cook
not
was
a-
pretty good
not-
against.
not
He had some
100,
good runs.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they did this.
He definitely had some
decent,
good runs.
So.
I don't think we'll see as many crazy runs from Barkley, but I don't think
I think
saying
we'll
he'll
get
get
one.
100 yards is
Yeah, I
is
think we'll get one,
ridiculous
but I don't
at
think
I
all.
think
we're
we'll get a
getting more than-
50-yarder.
I don't think
I
you'll
hope.
get more than one.
I'm so nervous, man. I'm so nervous.
Better win.
Like-
Better kill him.
Like Cody said, I think you need Barkley to get
Yeah,
at least 100 to win
Yeah.
that game.
Or AJ. Like, one of the two needs to go off for us to win.
Yeah, but Barkley's been your main guy all year.
Yeah.
I think they got to stick with him,
AJ was clutch in that Commanders game. He always kills the Commanders.
Yeah, that's true. Do we want to do Super Bowl predictions this week, or do we want to save that for
Doesn't
next
make a
week's
difference, really.
episode? Because
thing.
next week's episode is going to be right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Doesn't
So,
matter.
I mean, we can.
I
I mean,
mean-
we're already talking about it.
Yeah,
We,
might as
we can
well.
do it now, and then I'm sure shit'll change in a week, especially when next year talking about stuff. So
Yeah,
we can
that's
do it
true.
now.
Let's do score predictions. Dylan, you first.
Man, I'm so nervous. I'm really 50-50. I really don't know if we're going to win, but I really hope we do. It's going to be 35-31. We're going to see an Eagles win. We're going to see Jalen Hurts get his Lombardi, and he's going to solidify himself as a top 5 quarterback. If he wins the Super Bowl, don't give me that look.
If you win the Super Bowl, it's not going to be because of Jalen Hurts. It's going to be because of Saquon. Come on now.
It's going to be
Jalen Hurts
because
played
he has the
amazing
best
all
offense in the league
postseason.
around him.
I'm not saying he's playing
Jalen
bad.
Hurts has been so good this postseason. So
I'm
good.
just saying it's gonna
zero
be-
turnovers.
It's going to be more because
Because they're a
of
run-heavy offense.
Saquon.
Hey, but he's getting it done in the pass game too, and it needs to get done. That 4th and 5 to AJ Brown in the Commanders game.
The hold they missed on Barkley, that play.
I'm talking about the throw and the catch. But okay, you could talk about Saquon.
I mean,
Boys, I got Eagles 31, Chiefs 28.
Eagles 31, Chiefs 28. Okay.
I like that. James, little Chiefs dick rider over there. Let me
Chiefs.
hear it. Let me
Be
hear
the
it.
team you
Chiefs
got to
by
beat.
a
the
million.
team.
Yeah, let me hear it.
I mean,
by a million.
I think it's the same. I don't want to say it's the same level as Brady yet because it's not, but I think it's
It's
the
getting
same.
there. It's for sure getting
It's-
there.
If so, the first team to three-peat, it's pretty much.
It's in the same category as like I used to say this all the time when Brady was in the Super Bowl. You can't bet against Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Even I know he's not going to win every
It's
single
the
one.
same thing with Mahomes.
But
Yeah.
it's like it's the same thing with Mahomes is what I'm saying. Don't bet against the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I could bet for them, and if they lose, I don't look stupid because I'm saying, oh well, I
Because it's
picked the-
Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I picked the Chiefs to win. I'm not
Yeah.
stupid for saying that.
Yeah.
If I pick against them and then they do win, then I look stupid.
Yeah.
You got to take
Yeah.
Mahomes unless they prove otherwise that you can pick against them. I'll go Chiefs 31, Eagles 27. I think that's fair. No? I know it's not what you want to hear.
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
like
saying.
that, but yeah.
I know you wouldn't like it, but
Yeah, yeah.
dude, the 2 weeks when your team's in the Super Bowl, the 2
Dude, I'm so
weeks leading
nervous.
up to it
I'm
are
so
just
nervous.
torture.
Oh my god.
It's just torture. And this is going to be one of the most hyped up Super Bowls ever, just because three-peats on the line. It's a rematch of 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's two popular teams. It's a dynasty. I mean, it's all the media wants is
Yeah.
this matchup. So,
That's why it was rigged for the Chiefs to win and beat the Bills.
dude, I hate the
Do you
people.
believe
that,
that,
say
Cody?
That it was
you believe
rigged?
that it was
No.
rigged? No.
No, I don't think it was rigged. I mean,
Dude.
it was
People are going
bullshit.
crazy over
They
that shit.
didn't call that 4th and 1 a first down. I think
I
he for
agree.
sure got that.
I think Josh Allen got that. I don't think was it Dawson Knox that was 3rd and inches, that like he almost got to the first down.
Oh yeah, I
The
think
play
so.
before. I think it was
Yeah.
Dawson Knox. I don't think he got there. A
No,
lot of
I
people
don't
are
think
saying he
Dawson
did.
Knox got there,
But I think Josh Allen. might
Allen
have
for
it.
sure
I
got
think
that.
Josh Allen might have it.
When they showed the camera angle from above, you
Yeah,
saw it was
yeah.
pretty. I
The
feel
only
like
bad thing is
got
they called that he didn't get it on the field. So like
Yeah.
it was tough to overturn
Yeah,
it.
that
But
is. But did you see the one ref had the
yeah, and Josh Allen gave it to the wrong guy. That's it. He gave it to the wrong ref.
So
Gave it to the
dumb.
wrong ref.
Or I
Wait,
think
what do you mean
that
he gave it to the wrong ref?
There was one ref coming in, like he
That
got the
he
first
was in
down,
front of the
and then there
line.
was one coming in short, and he gave it to the guy that was short.
Oh,
and the other
Gave it
ref
to the wrong
and the
ref.
other ref came back towards
Yeah,
to the other.
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They were like a foot apart,
Yeah, they
and
were.
Josh Allen gave it to
One
the guy
had
closer to him.
One had the first down for sure, and
Yeah,
one didn't.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
are two refs a foot apart? How does that even happen?
Maybe it wasn't a foot, but it was definitely
It was
first
a-
down versus no first
Yeah,
down.
it was definitely
That's
enough
crazy.
to
Yeah.
switch it.
When
and
they,
then
Cody and I were talking about this the other day, or whenever it was, that angle they showed right before they went to commercial was the
said.
overhead. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
could.
It was like, oh, okay, he got it, and then they came
But
back.
then the
and said he
side by
didn't.
side, it looked like he didn't.
Well,
The ball was kind of hidden.
the ball
but-
was for sure
yeah,
because there was a guy like I feel like right in front.
Yeah,
of the
there was.
camera.
Yeah.
I feel like they just sometimes they just don't want to overturn it if it's close because they
Yeah.
don't want to say like, oh,
Yeah.
we messed up.
Well, that's the rules.
And I want to
But-
know what the picked up flag on the last play.
Yeah,
was.
that is facts. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
facts.
Like I get picking up a flag, but not even saying
You're
what
not
it is.
saying what it could have been or like
Like,
acknowledging it at
Come
all.
on now.
Like everybody was like, "Oh wait, there's a flag. Let's see." And then
then
all of
the-
a sudden, there was just nothing.
Yeah, nothing was said.
Crazy.
They just picked it up on. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then
Rest
once
is
again
history.
it was the rest is history, and the first down to Perrine. Was it? Yeah,
Samaje
The
Former
game
Bengal.
loser for the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't call him the game loser.
No, he wasn't the
but-
game loser, but he should have called it.
He should have dove. I wouldn't say he should have called it.
He should have
should've
attempted
dove.
to dive. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Super Bowl, everything's on the line. You got to at least make it look like you tried.
Yeah, yeah. Unless, I mean, who knows? Maybe it really was too far away and there was
Yeah.
no chance. But that's what people were saying.
I'm diving for that.
Yeah,
I don't care if I'm not catching.
yeah.
I'm
Even if
diving
it's
for that.
even if it's too far, you gotta
Yeah,
dive.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
You gotta at least make the effort.
Yeah,
Dog Kincaid.
yeah. That was a great effort. You got to
Yeah,
give it to
yeah.
him.
It was a
You-
great game.
It was
It's a great game.
it was so close.
Great throw by Allen.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
while you're getting
Should've been a
hit,
catch.
Yeah,
Should have been a catch.
Yeah.
Should have been a
Sure.
catch and called back. That's what it should have been.
catch flag.
Holding.
Oh, what are they calling
he
here?
pushed
Yeah.
off.
Definitely would have been. Definitely.
Probably. But I hate that whole thing when people say like, "Oh, the Kansas City refs, like they get
Yeah.
bailed out." Come on, I know people hate the Chiefs and whatever because they keep winning, but that's the thing. Like you can hate the Chiefs because you're mad Taylor Swift is always on the screen,
Yeah.
or
And even
Or
that's
because they're a
like,
bunch of
not
bums.
that big of a deal.
you don't like Travis Kelce because he's got an ego, or whatever.
I think people just don't like winners.
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
That's it.
It's the same thing with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They beat the Rams twice in the Super Bowl. You don't see me here saying, "Oh, I hate Tom Brady because I wish we couldn't beat him."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think, I'm sorry, Cody. I know it sucks losing to the same team in the playoffs. I get that. But I think you need a better reason to hate them.
I don't know. If the Chiefs beat the Eagles twice, I think
I
I'm gonna hate
recognize how
them.
good they are, but I'm still allowed to hate them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're bad or that, like, I'm not hating them because of the refs or
Yeah.
they eliminated me. Fuck them.
They broke your
All right,
heart.
They
Broke your heart.
maybe it's different as a Bills fan because they beat in the playoffs 4 times. But if you're a
If it
fan
w-
of like a random team and you're like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
hate the Chiefs,"
Yeah.
like,
if you're like a Titans fan,
yeah,
like, you don't have to hate the Chiefs.
just
If
'cause
it
they're good.
wasn't
Yeah.
four, like, not straight time, but pretty much straight, 4 straight times in the playoffs, then I wouldn't hate them. But it's just keeps happening. Like,
Yeah.
at some point.
And I feel like the hardest part is you guys can beat them
Because we beat them every year in the regular
every year.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just flips in the playoffs.
Eagles beat the Chiefs in their last matchup in the regular season.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
you're
was the
gonna
game
lose.
in Arrowhead where Sirianni was like,
Yeah, he's being a dickhead. Yeah. Love that. Love that.
yeah, but you think Chiefs fans are seeing that and like, "Oh man, the Eagles beat us even though they beat them in the Super Bowl?" Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
don't know.
Regular season obviously doesn't matter as much as Super Bowl game, but it gives me hope. We can beat them.
oh, you can beat them. I mean, you're in the Super Bowl for a reason. It's one game. Anything
What do you
can
think?
happen.
What do you think the Eagles' chances are of beating them? 40-60? I think it's really 50-50. Like, I really don't know.
I was thinking
I really don't know.
40-60. I was thinking 40-60.
40-60 for who? The 60 for the Eagles?
Chiefs?
You said the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl, you
Yeah,
little
because that's
dickhead.
who I want to win.
I would say Chiefs
Who I
55,
who I
Eagles
think, two
45.
very-
I can see that. I can see that.
I don't think it's ridiculous to say the Eagles are going to win whether you're an
But we got
Eagles fan or
Super Bowl
not.
experience, too.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
That's
what-
why I'm saying it's not ridiculous. It's
Let's
just
see
the
what-
Chiefs have won back to back and they have the best
Yeah.
quarterback in football.
Yeah.
So, like
what
I said,
Vegas
it's hard to
has
bet
it at.
against them.
I'm so
No.
not excited for the narrative if the Eagles lose that Jalen Hurts sucks, even though he went there twice and went against second best quarterback of all
You're
time,
favored.
third best. I'm not surprised that we're favored. We have a better
That's-
team on paper, but they're just
That's crazy.
we have a better roster, but they have a better
They just find ways to win.
team.
yeah.
They
You know
find
what I'm
ways to
saying?
win. It was like,
the Bills
last year
found
when the
ways to
Chiefs
win
won, they
too.
were
Yeah.
it was the same thing this year and last year. Last year the Chiefs were a 3 seed and everyone was saying, "Oh, this isn't the Chiefs' year. The Bills are the better team, the Ravens are the
Yeah.
better team." And look what they
do
did.
it,
They went
yeah.
on and won the Super Bowl and then they beat the Niners who were one of the best teams in football.
Niners were hot, yeah.
Yeah. And then this year, even going into the playoffs, they were a 1 seed, 15-2, and teams.
People still thought they
People were
gonna
like,
lose.
"Oh no, like it's not the Chiefs'
Yeah.
year." Like everybody was saying that, and I think it's just because people don't want to see the Chiefs
yeah,
win. But
yeah.
I had to say that. I was legally obligated to.
that's fair. But like, people were just saying that because they didn't score 30 points in any games. They scored more than the other team 15 times.
Yeah, yeah. that's
They
what I'm
had
saying.
one legit loss all year, and they were the 1
Yeah.
seed, the best team in football, and people were writing them off like they were like some wild card team that barely snuck in.
Yeah, yeah.
It
And-
didn't help
and-
that one legit loss was to the Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not like they didn't win every other game.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
They also beat the Ravens.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
Week 1.
yeah,
But
we were watching that.
Lamar
with
never
Nick, I
plays
believe,
good
right?
in big
Ravens
games.
should have won that game, to be honest.
They could
Lamar-
have.
The Isaiah Likely, Kevin Durant toe tap.
Yeah.
Don't bring that
Hey.
up.
Made you picture it.
Yeah, it did. that was heartbreaking. Where was I? I was out to dinner with my family that night, which I was sorry to my family, but I was really annoyed because it was Game 7, Nets
you
Bucks,
can't go out.
second round.
Can't
That's
go
what I'm saying. I was really annoyed, so we were sitting outside in the restaurant. I forget what it was for. I think it might have been for, what was it? I think it might have been for my sister graduating high school. So we went out to dinner, and I just kept going inside of the restaurant and like, I have to use the bathroom every 5 minutes, and I would just stand in front of the TV and watch.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
And this at one point, our waiter, he was standing in there too, and he was actually a Nets fan.
Oh, yeah.
And we were watching it together with the last few seconds down 2. KD hits that shot. I thought it was a 3.
Everybody
he makes
did,
it.
yeah.
And we're going crazy. We're like, let's go. We're moving on.
That's funny as hell.
And then they like reviewed it, and
Yeah.
his freaking
yeah. And it definitely was.
90
Big
size
ass foot,
shoe
yeah.
that's like a clown, those
Yeah, it
clown
really
shoes that
is,
are
yeah.
super
Yeah,
long.
he's
That's
got
like what it looks
massive-
like.
You know what they say about massive feet.
Sure,
And
it's not
he-
much different.
He, foot on the line, and then he.
On the snake.
All right, guys, come on. But yeah, that was definitely like the most heartbreaking
Yeah.
moment.
I
as a
think
Nets
everybody
fan.
thought that was a 3. Like,
Yeah.
obviously.
that
I'm,
sucked.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't not take it.
Yeah.
Who's sitting there looking? Always big toes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucked. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting Super Bowl. It's gonna be an interesting end to the season. I don't necessarily. I mean, I know I don't like the Eagles. I don't necessarily have a problem other than that with the matchup, just because people are tired of seeing the Chiefs in it. This was a rematch of 2 years ago. I don't mind a rematch.
I like a
just-
rematch.
I just don't like it because,
not
like,
this
obviously, I know
rematch.
I don't like the Eagles, but like.
James is going to put on his Mahomes jersey for Sunday. So
Dude,
excited.
if I had one, dude, he beat the Niners in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
twice. I have to like him. Come
Yeah.
on. I gotta like them.
Yeah, and the Eagles beat the Rams in the playoff.
Go Niners.
Well,
it makes sense.
yeah, and the Chiefs also beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, so they beat my 2 least favorite teams back-to-back years. How can I not
The
like
Eagles
them?
being one of your least favorite teams is just like
Did
you
see-
got a
We're-
whole 3 teams in the division.
Did you see that fan who's like in critical condition?
He died.
falling off?
He
He
died.
died.
He died,
He
yeah.
died.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died.
they announced that
Damn.
this morning.
Yeah.
I
He
didn't
passed
see
away.
that.
He went to Temple, I think.
Yeah, he
crazy,
fell
yeah.
like 40 feet. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Dude, yeah, that's terrible.
It's like,
Climbing poles.
I mean, it's stupid, but at the same
That's
time,
the
like
Selly.
it shouldn't be though, because you can die.
Yeah.
Like,
he knew what the risk was,
I mean,
Philly's not gonna be
and that's not stopping
Alive
people from
after-
climbing up more pools if we.
oh
win.
no, it's
that's
after
it's
the-
not.
That's not.
after the Super Bowl. Philly's not gonna be standing. I think it's gonna be
Dude,
burnt down.
Imagine if it was Buffalo
It's
versus
gonna
Philly,
turn-
bro.
Yeah, Buffalo
Dude,
would be
that would have been
gone.
nuts, and that's like real close to each other too.
Yeah,
That would have been crazy. We might have had like World War III.
bro. Brawls were starting. New York versus
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
yeah, bro. That'd
That
have been
would be
nuts.
nuts.
That'd have been
Can you
nuts.
imagine if it was a team that hasn't won in a while, like
Oh,
not
it
the Eagles?
could
Like
have
if the
been.
Flyers won the cup,
Yeah.
that city would
If
be
the well,
insane.
a lot more people care about the Eagles more than the Flyers.
I know the Eagles are the most popular team in Philly.
just because it's football. Football is just the most popular
If
sport.
the Bills
Right.
won the Super Bowl, Buffalo is gone.
Yeah, especially
No
because it's their
more-
first
no more
one.
and they've never
Buffalo.
won it. Yeah,
No tables are
But,
safe.
like, you guys won it like only 7 years ago.
Yeah,
So I'm saying
Feels
like
like
the Flyers
forever,
haven't
but
won
yeah.
it in 50 years.
yeah.
If they had won it, bro, I'd be on a freaking pole. I don't care. Even though
they-
I make fun of Eagles fans that do that, but like,
Flyers have a cup?
They have two, 74 and 75. So if they don't win this year, it'll
they
be
went
50
back to
years.
back. Shit.
Yeah, they did.
Who was the best player on that team?
Bobby Clark, greatest Flyer of all time.
Dang.
I've definitely heard that name
All
before.
Noah.
He was his number's retired, number 16.
16.
He was the captain. Yeah, and our goalie was Bernie Perrant. He's also one of that Flyers team. That's the best Flyers team of all time, obviously, because they're the only one to win the cup. But
Makes sense.
almost every Flyers great was on that team. Bernie Perrant, Bill Barber, Bobby Clark.
Tiki Barber.
This is the best Eagles team of all time. I don't care if we win it or not. This is the best Eagles team of all time.
I think you got to win the Super Bowl to say that. No.
Yes, but if this Eagles team went against that 2017 Eagles team, we would kill them.
But if you don't win the Super Bowl, I think the other team has to be the best Eagles team of all time.
Not most talented, but most accomplished, yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like if they went head to head, this team would win.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. It's going to be a fun way to wrap up the season.
It's definitely going to be a good game.
Are
either
you
way.
guys, I know your team's in it, but are you going to do any of the Super Bowl bets
No.
and all that?
No, I'm going to be crying after the game either way. So
Yeah,
shit.
that's true. That's what I was thinking of doing. It's on my birthday. So,
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I was thinking of doing asking my parents if I could have people over, do a Super Bowl birthday party.
That'd be sick.
Which
I'm not
would
going to
be
show
really
up,
cool.
but that would be sick.
And then once the Eagles won, I was like, okay, half my friends are not going to want to
Yeah,
come, which
yeah,
I get, which I 100% get.
If it was Commies Chiefs, I would go.
Yeah.
Wear my Travis Kelce jersey. But
Yeah. But you have a Travis Kelce jersey?
no, I don't. But
Oh, okay.
in spirit, I'd be wearing my Travis Kelce jersey.
Yeah, I hear you. But then that idea fell through when the Eagles
Now
won.
I hate him.
It was
Now F Travis Kelce
He's a ball.
and Taylor Swift. Actually, Taylor Swift dropped some bangers back in the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolute bangers.
And
Shake
we
it
were
off.
talking about Taylor
banger.
Swift again. Second time this episode. It's kind of crazy.
What's our parlay going to be without a football game?
We don't have Thursday Night Football anymore. We don't have anything.
No football
Do we want to
game.
save that for next
Basketball?
week, or do we
Or
want to?
just-
Basketball. Speaking of basketball, trade deadline's coming up.
Speaking of basketball, Sixers just beat the Lakers.
They did. Anthony Davis
You
got
see,
hurt.
De'Aaron
course.
Fox is on the trade block.
He is.
Where do
De'Aaron
you-
Fox is on the trade
Where do
block.
you think he's going to go?
Brooklyn. No.
He's not going to Brooklyn.
He has more of a chance going to the Lakers than Brooklyn.
Oh, definitely. But the Lakers are in every single rumor, and they never get anybody. I feel like.
Jimmy
Hey,
Butler.
It's up to LeBron. Sign those papers.
You think
The
Suns or
GM.
Warriors for Jimmy Butler?
Suns.
I think Suns as well.
Probably Suns.
The
That'd
only
be
thing
sick
with
if
that,
the Warriors got him.
they gave up so many firsts though for Kevin Durant. What are they going to give up for Jimmy Butler?
They just got a bunch of firsts.
A little less.
They just traded for 3 firsts from I don't remember who, but somebody
When?
last week.
What?
I don't know if it was the
Suns? Yeah.
Warriors. It was
No, I meant the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, the Suns did.
The
Yeah,
Sun- yeah,
the
the
Suns
Suns
did.
trade
I forget
for-
who they got it from, but yeah, they did.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the
Okay.
Warriors.
Okay. I could see Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors, especially
Yeah, I
because
can see
I know Curry wants more help on that team.
He's going back to the Sixers.
He
No,
is a
he's
free agent after the season, so he could sign somewhere.
If we didn't get Paul George, I might think that, but
Giannis is also a free agent, right?
honestly, ain't leaving.
I don't think he's leaving, but
Before the season, he said if they don't win, he might be gone. That's what he said in an interview.
Like, where's he gonna go? Warriors?
Anywhere.
He'd be
Any-
sick as fuck on the Warriors.
Bro, that'd be
I'd hate
tough.
that.
I would love that.
Dude,
That'd be so
no,
sick.
you would not.
Get him out.
I
Get him
would
out of
love
here.
that. Giannis. He could go anywhere.
That's like- that's like,
Anybody would take Giannis, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's good. He's good as hell.
He's
Yeah,
so
no
good.
kidding.
So good.
Yeah, he could be an all-time great if he keeps this up.
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble predictions.
Oh, that's right, the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
That's on Saturday,
about
right?
that.
This Saturday.
gotta-
Yeah, we're watching that
I don't
together,
even
right?
know.
Okay,
I
yeah, we
gotta
can watch that.
I gotta look at who's in the Royal Rumble.
My
Let's-
winner.
Let's predict here. First, let's predict the final four.
Okay.
Let's predict the final
gotta think
four,
about
and then we'll say who
All the
wins
people in it. I know
Okay.
some of them.
and who they'll
let me write
challenge.
down. Let me write down my final four.
I'll go first for my final four because I'm confident in the four that I think it's going to be. I think it is going to be John Cena,
Mhm.
CM
Putting
Punk,
him on the list.
Mhm.
Roman Reigns,
Okay, that's my three I have written down right now.
and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, those were the 4 hours.
I might change the Seth Rollins, but the first three I definitely agree with.
I think the only one you could take out of there possibly is maybe Rollins, because
Yeah.
Roman Reigns doesn't lose, and when he does,
CM
it's
Punk
not
was
like
supposed to win last year.
that's what people think. So
I think he definitely was.
I'd be surprised if he didn't make it further. And then John Cena comes out, calls his shot, says he's going to win the Rumble. I can't
He'll
see
be in the
him
front
not
four.
being top 5, top 4.
What about Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
I can see him
He's a
being.
good
He'll be
wrestler.
top 6. Logan Paul will be top 6.
I could see it.
What about Kai Cenat? You saw he was just
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
What was up with
Raw.
that?
He's gonna be in the Prime Bottle probably at WrestleMania.
He called out Speed.
I could definitely see that shit.
Probably.
Speed versus Kai Cenat.
Whoa! I looked up Royal Rumble contestants 2025 and AJ Lee popped up.
I got
I
the
can't
actual
see that
list.
happening.
I could.
I just want the Royal Rumble to have as many returns as
McIntyre.
possible. Like I
Drew
want there-
McIntyre. I'll
Oh,
put Drew
oh,
McIntyre over
McIntyre.
Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah,
that'll be my
that's
that'll
true.
be my four.
Give
Yeah.
me Shinsuke Nakamura
US
winning it
champ.
all.
U.S. champ,
Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble before 2018.
and then he lost to
Shin-
who? I don't know.
Shinsuke's eliminating
Styles, I
John
think it was.
Cena for a win.
Styles was champ at the time. Let's do. I have an idea.
It'll be CM Punk, John Cena as the final 2. That's my guess. And then CM Punk's gonna eliminate him and turn heel while doing it.
That'd be sick.
I would not enjoy that.
John Cena's eliminating him and turning heel.
Ooh.
John Cena being heel would be the best thing ever, bro. That would be so
Not
sick.
gonna happen, but it would be sick.
It wouldn't happen because the crowd would be for him anyways, even if he was heel. Like everybody would love that.
Yeah.
All right. I have an idea. Let's try for the two of you. Let's try to go back and forth and name every Royal Rumble winner.
Oh, bro, what?
I don't
So
know any.
cooked.
I
Let's
cooked.
let's just guess. Let's just guess.
All right.
I could
Let's
not
guess.
tell you.
Starting.
I don't
all
even
right.
know
So
last
Cody
year.
Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
2024,
Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
2023, Cody Rhodes. 2022,
Couldn't tell you, bud.
Drew McIntyre. Or was that the year prior?
that was 2020. So I'll give you that.
Shit.
2022.
Was it Shinsuke?
Drew McIntyre was the runner-up.
Oh. Do I know this?
I'll give you a big hint. People were not happy about this at all.
Really?
I didn't watch wrestling at the time, so I
Not
cannot
Brock.
tell you.
Brock,
Really?
yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
He won that recently in 2022.
Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar
Wow.
won
He won. This is when the old
Oh,
man
didn't
was
he like
still in
eliminate
charge.
like 15 people or something?
That was 2020. He was number one.
Uh-huh.
He went
Oh yeah, and then
in-
Drew McIntyre eliminated him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
yeah.
eliminated like 14 people in a row or something, and then Drew
Mhm.
McIntyre did a Claymore kick over the top rope. But
That's crazy.
2022, if I remember correctly, Brock Lesnar won the Royal Rumble
Mm-hmm.
and then went into the Elimination Chamber and won that, and then won the title from that. So then he had the title, Roman had the other title, and they fought each other,
to unify.
and
them.
that's when
Right.
Roman Reigns won, and then he had both titles for forever.
That's right. I
So-
I actually do remember
Yeah.
hearing about that.
2021, you are not going to get this.
Couldn't tell you, bud.
I'll give you a big hint. He's no longer in the WWE.
Ricochet.
No.
I
all
don't
time,
know.
all timer.
All timer, is he in like AEW?
Yes.
Bobby Lashley.
Good guess, but no. I'm surprised you haven't gotten it now that I said AEW.
Yeah, I don't know. Tell me.
Edge.
Edge.
Oh yeah, he did return and win.
He won it, and the
Shit.
runner-up was Randy Orton.
Damn.
2020 we said was Drew McIntyre. 2019,
Shinsuke.
no.
No.
That was 2018.
Damn. 2019 AJ Styles.
No.
Seth Rollins.
Yes. 2018 we said was Nakamura. 2017, this was a great Rumble.
It's a great year.
I have no help for this.
Hint.
Runner-up was Roman. This is one of my favorites ever.
That wasn't much of a hint.
One of my favorites ever isn't a hint.
Randy.
Yeah.
Okay.
2016 was
AJ Styles, right?
no. This is the one he debuted it in, but he didn't win.
Okay.
This was for the WWE Championship, actually.
Oh, was it Triple H?
Yes.
Dang.
Yes.
Dang.
2015, this is the one people were pissed about.
I know
That's-
Sheamus wins somewhere in this range, but I think it's a little earlier than that.
Sheamus was 2012.
I don't know. Who's 2015?
Roman.
Roman.
That was the one where when
that was the
Roman
one where
was
The Rock came out?
extremely hated, and The Rock came out.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
they were
Everybody
booing
was
The
booing
Rock.
him.
They
Yeah.
hated Roman that much.
'Cause he was
Runner-up
the
was
big dog.
Rusev. We'll go to 2010. 2014,
Not Punk.
No.
That was Punk's last match in
Was it?
WWE. Yeah, before he came back. Yeah. But I don't know who won.
Dude, Roman Reigns was the runner-up again. He has been the runner-up one,
Oh, was it,
3, 4 times in his career.
Was it like Kane or some bullshit, like corporate something?
No, but I think you're on the right track.
Big Show? No,
No.
not Big Show. Triple H again?
No. Good theme song. Pretty popular one amongst wrestling fans.
Edge didn't win twice, did he?
No. He did win twice, but
he did?
he didn't win this year.
Right. I don't know.
Batista.
Batista came back and did that, yeah?
Yeah. I don't even remember that, but this is
I
what
really
that
don't.
says. 2013. Easy one.
Cena?
2012
was
you said was
Sheamus.
Sheamus. And
11.
the last one we'll do is 2011.
That was Randy?
No, but I'll give you a big hint. The runner-up was Santino Marella. Do you remember that when he came back in, the crowd was going nuts?
That was Alberto.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. And then
yes.
2010 was the other one, Edge won.
Okay.
So
And
not bad.
09? Was 09 Randy?
09 was Randy, yes. And then 08 was Cena, 2007 Undertaker,
Okay.
Yeah.
06 was HBK?
Rey Mysterio.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Saying
after
right
Eddie
like
died.
he was not 1 year old.
No, because I remember. Yeah, well, I wasn't watching, obviously. But, no, I know he came out like number 1, right, and went the distance.
Yeah, he was in it for like over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Royal Rumble's definitely the best pay-per-view
Absolutely.
behind WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But like it's up there with WrestleMania just because of the men's Royal
I
Rumble.
think I'd rather watch the Royal Rumble. I don't know.
It's just such a cool match. The whole
It's
concept.
so cool. It's
The
so
the countdown and then you hear the music of somebody like
Yeah.
returning.
Yeah, yeah. Is Brock going to return?
No, but I want. Can you?
I would love
Here,
that.
here's what I was talking to my dad about this the other day. I saw this online. Not my idea. Can't give credit because I don't remember who this was, but they said CM Punk and Roman are the final two. Both Paul Heyman guys. Paul Heyman is standing on the rope and he's like
I remember you
deciding.
telling me I
He's
liked
like
this.
deciding like who to pick. Like like who do I want to win? And then number 30 comes out and it's Brock, and then he eliminates both of them and Paul Heyman goes back with
Damn.
Brock.
I got
That's crazy.
something. I got something better.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns comes out at number 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wins the Royal Rumble. He's celebrating. Pyro's going off. And then there's another countdown. 10, 9, 8. The Rock comes out. This is my company. Eliminates Roman.
Oh, that would be so sick. People would be so mad, but I would love
That
that.
would be so
Crazy.
sick.
That would be
That'd be
awesome.
So
crazy.
sick.
Dude, what was the other thing you were telling me the other night?
Oh, I got to go back to the text because I don't remember.
You were texting me something that just
No,
like,
I was cooking.
you were cooking, but at the same time, it was like,
All right,
very
all right.
different.
Here we go. So Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes is title match at Royal Rumble
Yeah.
in a ladder match.
mm,
Kevin Owens wins that. The Rock pays off Kevin Owens for the title. Kevin Owens and because Cody worked with Roman, Kevin can work with Rock. That's only fair. And then it's Rock versus Cody at Mania for the belt. And Cody's chasing again, which is more exciting because Cody as champ is meh to me.
yeah,
It's
I agree.
fine. It's fine. I'm not mad at him. It's fine. But I'd rather be on The Rock. And how else is he going to lose? He's not going to get pinned. Kevin Owens could win in a ladder match, protect Cody.
I think the biggest problem, no, I wouldn't say biggest, but one of the biggest problems, I guess, is that they treat every championship match like the person has to retain unless it's at like WrestleMania.
Yeah. But this is a big pay-per-view.
It is, but I know the whole Roman thing was different because it was like, that was supposed to be like the longest reign, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have any of the main championships switch hands unless it's at like WrestleMania anymore. And it's too,
But that can change.
it makes it too predictable.
And that's why I want this to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would want Kevin Owens to win, even if
Yeah.
like I was a Cody Rhodes fan,
Yeah.
just because like,
I don't want to see him only lose at WrestleMania.
right. Because
Like-
then it's going to be too predictable
Yeah.
if the champ
Yeah.
loses at WrestleMania every year.
He needs to lose it somewhere else, I think.
I would like to see Kevin Owens win it, and then like somebody like
Sammy wins it
maybe
also?
maybe Kevin Owens wins the title, and then Orton comes
I knew
back
you
in
were
the
gonna
Royal
say
Rumble
Orton.
and wins it because
I
Kevin
think
Owens
Orton
put
will
him on
come
the
back
shelf.
at the Rumble. Yeah, he did. He
So
did.
then Royal Rumble comes back and challenges Kevin Owens for the belt at Mania. That'd be a fun match.
Well, Randy could win the Royal Rumble.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope he comes back. I have a good feeling he will.
For the Rumble, yeah, I think it definitely will.
Yeah.
I think he definitely will.
I think so. But yeah, there's a lot to be excited about. We got the Royal Rumble Saturday, Super Bowl next Sunday, Flyers tonight and tomorrow night.
Oh, do they?
I'm gonna have the Dodgers podcast coming up soon,
When is that debuting before the season?
probably sometime in March.
I can hate watch that.
Okay, hey, I'll take the view, free view as long as you like it.
I'll like it. Maybe I'll dislike it.
Oh.
All right, well, that's gonna be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week.